our big backtrack journey will finally be over. Hey, I finally got up here! Oh, nothing to say.
Any stories to share? Of course! Here's one for you. There once was a princess looking for a suitable husband. She sent an invitation to all her neighboring princes, saying that the main trait she was looking for was sensitivity. Contenders come and went, attempting to pass her test.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Yep, you'll be my guest tonight, the princess would explain. All you need to do is slip on a pile of mattresses. Yeah. Night-wise, I have the best... Yep. And toxic relationship, right?
Yep. I'll say that was great out. These stories were freaking ridiculous, though. Why don't we have one more of those when we get to the last area or whatever? Last set of areas.
What was your favorite one of those random stories they showed?
That one was pretty good. I remember the one he fucking got mad and started complaining about you asking him to tell stories that you didn't appreciate. And then it was like, what? I like your stories! Oh, you give me more? Maybe later.
My favorite one was the one with the servants.
Oh, the servant one.
Yeah, so it's like a servant who couldn't read, so he got fired.
Oh, yeah, that was the first one, that's right!
He started a tea company. And it's like, and he talked to his accountant, and he said, I couldn't read. Do you imagine where you could be do you know where you would be if you were able to read? Yeah, I'd still be a servant.
How does that relate to my story? Alright then, you're going to learn a lesson. Here's one for you. Ah. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed.
I was saying, we're not meant to fall, are we?
No, I don't think so. But I did turn it back to the past.
Although, Oh yeah, I guess he never went back. Oh, there's an area up there in the previous room.
Yep.
I didn't think about that. I forgot it was blocked off or something, or we just never went up there.
The looks of it might have been blocked off.
Not a Shantae game mentioned in the honorable mentions either, which someone upsets me. I don't know if too many people think highly of that series.
Yeah, I know that series is very specific, has a very particular taste.
Not even Pirates Curse getting mentioned, just sickens me. Ah! Oh, you gotta be fast.
Can't really play off that, you should see the other guy.
You killed him a long time ago! Don't keep rubbing it in.
Yep.
Horrible. There's another indie game I really like, but I can't think of it on the top of my head.
Yeah, but the messenger not being on there kind of irks me.
Well, I got Sea of Stars. And,
I know.
I can kind of see like some people might hate the backtracking in this game, particularly this whole segment has. It's been pretty beefy. Oh, we have to go to the past, get up here, I see.
Yep. I get why. I do feel kind of embarrassed because I'm like, okay, I don't remember being this lost at Valley, but I think the seashore
I'm surprised there was so much shit you needed to find in this section, I will admit. There's a lot more to do in this segment of the game than I was expecting.
At the same time, at least the flow is good.
Yeah, the flow is good. Like, things feel nice and fast-paced in the beginning part of the game. Once you get to this part, it's like you really just have to make sure you figure out where you haven't gone.
Yeah,
that part itself can be a bit of a drag, especially since you're going through old areas most of the time.
Yeah, the big thing about the game is that it starts off as a linear game, and you think it's going to be.
And it becomes a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Just the only thing that drags down is that you're basically exploring like previous worlds you've already been through. Yeah, you basically hit that and then run.
Ah, no, I got it.
Yep, and then basically you just run through there before they all shut on you.
Actually, no, I got a better idea.
Or,
You pressed?
Wait. Do you want to open the gate and then hit the switch again?
Well, let me get the time first. I guess, like I said, the big thing about this game is that you're traveling between different time periods and you're using the time periods to manipulate it.
It is a really interesting gimmick, to be fair.
Because that's the other big thing as well, is that you're trying to figure out how to navigate between two different time periods. It's like you're essentially traveling through... it's like, Metroid Prime 2.
Yeah, just done better.
It's faster, at least.
Oh, yeah. Another one, some people like, Enter the Gungeon.
I've heard about that one as well. Fuck you, by the way.
Okay, you just want to get him out of your way, alright. Oh!
Oh!
They just keep going. Oh! hell are you supposed to get through that then? Oh! Oh!
Patient!
Didn't think about that at all. Shit.
I'll be honest, I didn't think about that either.
Ton of Zero is another one I think some people like.
No, it was Cyber Shadow I played.
Oh yeah, Cyber Shadow, that's another one, yeah.
I played it, I thought it was only okay.
I remember one guy was developing and then I think Yacht Club Games basically helped them out with it.
Oh,
they're switching this one. Get effects into the future as well. Interesting.
Now we ride a rocket!
What the? Oh. Wasn't expecting an Ninja to ride a rocket. Alright, that's different.
Good old feudal rockets.
Subnautica, that's another indie one. People like that. Friggin'
yeah, survival.
Or survival game, yep. Crypt of the Necromancer, some people like. The music-based action game.
I like it. I respect it more than I actually like it personally.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Braid was from 2008. Jesus, over 15 years ago. Good lord. Even longer than I thought. K4 is technically 2004? God damn! I didn't realize that game was that old. Oh, you have to move its direction too.
Yep.
Ah.
More gems!
Animal Wealth is also a big one that was coming up this year. Basically weird puzzle-based Metroidvania, which feels bizarre. But I've heard good things about it. The Ori games were on the list!
There's...
At least Will of the Wisp should have been on there, damn!
Let me think about other ones that showed up on the
Like, I can get Blind Forest not being there because the combat's kind of weird, but... Will of the Wisp fixed that problem.
I would have liked Bastion to have been mentioned.
And the level design was better, which... I don't know if I told you that before, though. You know the person who designed a lot of the level stuff for Ori and the Will of the Wisps? The guy who did Metroid AM2R.
Oh!
Yep, he did the world design for Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Can I even get to this?
Probably explains why I liked exploring that a lot more in the first game.
But that's...
I forgot about that. I was like, oh shit.
That's enlightening.
Pretty cool for him, yeah.
I'm trying to think about other games. I could... God damn it, I've done it before. I don't want to look back at my list and
Yoku's Island Express. I think I heard of that. Some weird, like...
There is actually another indie game that I want to bring attention to myself.
Okay.
Crab Champions. It's basically
yes.
the roguelike that's essentially a third-person shooter arena thing.
Okay.
It's
I think I was mixing it up with something else. I thought there was like some...
Another Crab Treasure, I think, is what you might be
I was thinking of that's like the Souls-like crab game,
one.
yeah.
I want to try that one at some point, maybe. Maybe that one will get me to like it. Appreciate the Souls.
It's more lighthearted, apparently.
Maybe that's another thing I could also possibly consider. I don't know.
Crab Champion, though. Okay. Yeah, mixing those crab games up. It felt like they both came out similar times. What other indies are there? Something really big I didn't see mention of on that list. Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, technically.
Yeah.
I guess by that logic, for each floor.
But I don't know if that will work because, you know...
It's developed by Dot.emu, but yeah.
They have... I feel like Dot.emu's loads bigger than...
Yeah.
Especially considering they have stuff like, you know, working for a Sega franchise and stuff like that. Not to deny the quality of their games, but...
Yeah.
How the hell would I get... Okay. I need to figure out how to...
Doki Doki Literature Club!
You're into that sort of thing.
There's on me a letter. Ooh, an IGN playlist of the best indie games. I wonder what they have on here. They have Cuphead as their number 2.
At least they acknowledge it.
They have Hollow Knight as their number 1. A Short Hike. Basically, I've heard that's basically like a freaking like indie Zelda Breath of the Wild. But literally the whole point of the game is just go out on an adventure, so, you know. Yeah, so you like it. Hyper Light Drifter! Right? Another game from freaking, the Hades team.
Oh, another one that I just remembered, at least I've only played Blossom Tales 1, though.
Oh, Blossom Tales, yeah, I've heard those are pretty good.
God damn it!
I just know some people complain it tries to feel too much like Zelda, but I mean, you know, try to be anything like Zelda, whatever.
Hey, you people whine and complain about Zelda being Zelda and changing Breath of the Wild, and it's just nothing more than freaking...
It's one of the most overrated video game franchises of all time. I say that as a big fan.
Wait, Which one, Breath of the Wild or just?
I was saying all
Zelda?
the Zelda franchise is overrated in general. There's only like 4 or 5 I see is truly great, which are Link to the Past, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time. I'm the only person who's going to say Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
I think that's about it for me. Just those 4. We got 3 truly amazing ones and a divisive one in there. But I would definitely say Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, and oh shit, Wind Waker are definitely probably the 3 greatest. Or ones that should be liked by most players, I would think. And that's why Princess sits up there for a lot of people too. I'm just not in the same vein myself.
First I'm gonna say that's why Princess is mad.
I kind of feel that way a little bit. I mean, I'll admit Midna's a little overrated in my opinion as well. From a narrative standpoint, she's great, but as a guide character, she's not that great. It's just she fits into the narrative a lot better than other guide characters have. Which is great and all, but oh, we gotta change time to get down there, huh?
Yep.
Time to die. Thought death was coming. Another one people like.
My thing is just like, I like all those other games because their formula has been a consistent thing that works. So it's like, oh, Breath of the Wild is the greatest thing ever happened because it's like, oh, this is a fucking open world. I'm sorry, but it's just fucking Ubisoft open world game, and now everybody's just sucking its dick. I'm sorry.
Tears of the Kingdom was a little better, but still not by much. They just added Minecraft elements to it now.
Yeah. Look, I'm just sorry. It's just like, I guess it's because I've heard this stupid conversation of so many people.
I know.
Change. It's like, oh, we want things to change, and now you whine and complain things have changed. Like, make up your goddamn fucking mind, you piece of shit. I'm sorry.
I mean, you know,
I'm sorry if I sound heated.
I at least admire they tried something different.
I can't even admire it because I've played open world games before, and I mean, certain things better.
They have a lot more of an actual open approach compared to what a lot of Ubisoft games tend to be. There's something like it's very open form what you can do in those games, but it's definitely not to everybody's taste.
Maybe that's what it is.
It's more of an exploration game rather than like a true Zelda game. It feels like it lost a lot of its elements that made it Zelda. That people want to say this is what Zelda should be in the future. It's like, I mean, it's like Zelda 1 without the structure. I mean, it's a modern Zelda 1 without the structure, and it's not really much for me to write home about, honestly.
Maybe it's just because I'm... Like, honestly, I feel like the one who's probably the most heated about Breath of the Wild more than anyone else.
Honestly, I'm just glad at least they tried something different. At least they didn't try to keep doing the same formula over and over and over again. That Skyward Sword was that breaking point for people. Twilight Princess was somewhat that, but Skyward Sword was the one that people were like, alright, enough is enough, change it. I just hope they don't get rid of the old Zelda format. That's all I'm worried about Echoes of Wisdom is going to be. No, by the time this airs on either of our channels, the game's going to be out already. Then again, I'm not going to be playing it till the holidays, probably the earliest, so...
I mean, honestly, with how my personal opinion is...
I'm going to at least give it a chance. I mean, I'll admit, I still had my fun with Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. It's just... It's one of those games, like, I enjoy my time playing it, but I wouldn't go back and play it again.
It put me to sleep when I was playing after a certain point.
Oh,
I started off like, trying to have an open mind about it, but it's like as I finished the game and got near the end of it, I started to hate it.
Yeah.
Because like I just felt like I was seeing something that nobody else was seeing, and I'm like, I feel like the crazy got here.
Don't worry. More of those people started to come up after Tears of the Kingdom came out. It also didn't help me Tears of the Kingdom was in the same world as Breath of the Wild. That also made it feel lazy. I know they said the next Zelda game is going to be different. I hope. If at least condensed it, not made it so fucking vast, and real dungeons, that would help a lot of it, honestly. Like, the not having dungeons staying real dungeons definitely hurt for me. Oh my god, another indie game I can surprised didn't get mentioned. Bloodstained. Yeah. And by that extent...
Curse of the Moon.
Yes. And its sequel game. Neither of those were mentioned. So, I know plenty of people that love both. More so than the Metroidvania one. But Curse of the Moon is still definitely good fun. I
have a lot of love for Curse of the Moon, mostly because it's also been created by indie creators. Hey, speaking of which, another one just kicked up in the back of my mind.
Oh, no.
Blaster Master.
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
I've only played one of them though.
Basically,
fair,
it
but
felt like a rebooted expansion of an obscure NES title.
it basically did the Zero Mission thing.
They turned into a whole fucking trilogy as well. Like, jeez.
Oh god.
I remember trying to play the original. I wanted to say the original's on Switch Online. I had a lot of trouble with it.
I managed to beat it. It was brutal though.
It's very interesting though. You basically have like a weird not Metroidvania. It's like a weird big world you're exploring in 2D, and then it goes to top down when you're in like the weird like facilities or whatever. It's definitely an interesting game. I do like those ones. Another one I vaguely heard of. The Turnip Boy series. What I mentioned here is robs a bank. I don't know what those games are about. I know you've heard about them though.
Let me think of the other ones. What are some
Green.
other-
That's another artsy one, I think. Turnip Boy commits tax fraud, tax evasion. That's the one I heard about. I'll have to figure out what the fuck those games are about. It sounds like he's committing crimes. Origami, I've vaguely heard of.
Oh yeah, that's the stealth game one.
Okay. Rhyme by Tantalus. Oh, must be a different one. Maybe. Actually, no, maybe not. Rhyme is another one. Q, I think I have, but I haven't played. Some weird, like, color-based platformer. Oh, yes! Another one that you liked. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember the name on top of my head. It Takes Two. That's it.
That counts as indie?
Yes. I mean, they're owned by EA, but they are technically an indie studio.
Didn't they do another one? I feel like they did another game.
It Takes Two, A Way Out,
That was it. It was A Way Out. That was like what they did.
and Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
It was those two games. That was the recent one, or the one I was thinking of recently. They also did. So like,
It Takes Two was even more recent. That was only one game of the year. The Game Awards like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But A Way Out came before that, and Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons was the game that they did before they were basically brought under EA's banner, so to speak. One more! You're never gonna find that last one. I can guarantee it. Fuck you. It's right there. So close.
Where is there?
It's up there somewhere. Like if we're expecting a straight answer out of you, you little shit. Oh, time to see our way forward through here. Ah, we gotta go down there. Oh boy, this has got a lot worse. Okay, that's all they had listed on here. They only have 33 games on here. Okay, Cuphead's one that's another nice co-op project. That's freaking... I personally beat the main game on another profile, it's not mine.
I already beat the game myself with my.
I did not get the DLC yet, though.
I haven't touched the DLC.
But I've heard the new character is a lot easier to use than the main two. But that's because the DLC's harder.
Okay.
Delicious Last Course, I believe it's called.
Yeah, I have it. So.
There's our last power seal. Oh boy, a rocket trial. This looks like fun. Oh boy. So I guess we gotta hit a switch and then make our way back. Fun. Ack. Oh, the rocket through that's gonna suck. The rocket through this is gonna suck. I hope that doesn't not limit it on time. That would suck. Well, made that look easy. Just gotta make sure you survive the fall. That would also help. The rockets are here. Make use of them. Almost there. So close. Yes! The final power seal! Now we can see what's in there. Finally! A different list only has 12 games, and their list is different. Look at Hades in number 1.
And behind this chest.
The Windmill Shuriken!
Avoid catching it to maximize duration.
Oh, so basically like goes around you. Ooh. Oh, that's neat. Okay, so it's definitely very helpful for you taking care of enemies. And it recharges over time. Oh.
So it's basically infinite.
Yo, that's awesome. Why would you ever want to use a regular Shuriken again? Oh, jeez. Really good for exploring a room with a lot of foes around you. Probably good for getting bosses as well.
Yep.
Ooh, that does make the game a lot easier. Good thing we have that. Alright, let's go find that music note.
Well, there's only one place we haven't gone. To the top.
I imagine there's not a boss up here. I would imagine, anyway. So that makes you think there's an achievement for having that last for a certain amount of time. Cobalt Core, never heard of this one. Another roguelike deck builder, okay. Oh yeah, Vampire Survivors!
Didn't we already discuss this one?
Did we? Oh, maybe we did.
Yeah, that was on the list.
God damn it, I forgot about that. Shit! For some reason I was thinking it was something else. Oh yeah, makes you don't have to get up in their faces either. Oh my god. I think there was some like indie sports one called like Windjammers. I think I had a sequel recently, Windjammers 2.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard some people like it. It's basically like an indie sports game kind of thing. It's supposed to like harken back on some other old school Genesis game, I think. I think people like that one. It seems fun. Oh yeah, speaking of another one, a weird one, Golf Story. Speaking of sports games, it's like an RPG one as well, I think.
I've heard about that one.
Like, imagine the Game Boy Mario Golf game, but more in-depth. Now, unfortunately, their sequel, Sports Story, was not received nearly as well because they kind of half-assed a lot of things in it.
Well,
I know Golf Story people really liked. Well, when I would think about playing, I have been playing a lot of golf video games recently. God damn you, frickin' Mario Golf. Still Waste the Deep, I feel like I heard of before. Oh yeah, Goat Simulator. Another meme one that people really like.
that's another
I mean,
one.
there's some nice blind fun with it, but, you know. Just don't take it too seriously, you know.
It's a meme game.
Yeah, it's meant to just be blind fun, you know. Some people are looking for that sort of thing. It's a nice way to wind down, just do some stupid things. I mean, I had fun with it, but I wouldn't really go back to play it frequently. Okay, yep. Darkest Dungeon, which is a difficult roguelike RPG. I think I mentioned that not too long ago. Not this session, but another previous session. Oh, jeez, I do not like all these freaking salt blades everywhere. Yeah, it's a roguelike RPG. It's supposed to be pretty freaking difficult, but I think in an update they released an easier difficulty for people that actually get through the game.
Or did I? Huh.
There's also somewhere to go below you.
Must be treasure.
Money! And that pit is definitely death. I forgot, you can probably tell some pits are death because of the color. And the fact that they don't tell you there's a thing to go to down there.
So, if I can actually, you know, do this competent leap. Shuttle lift off!
It almost feels weird to call the Advance Wars remake an indie game. There's some weird technicality, it could be true. Unless Nintendo co-developed with them, in which case
maybe it's because certain, like, AA companies don't count.
Yeah.